Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel, Min Gammelset. In preparation of the next project, I spent a little time to figure out what brings a little bit more comfort to my workbench. One of the things I really struggled was the solder wire. It was never where I expected it to be. And from time to time there was also a little bit of confusion as well, and I wondered why the solder is not melting. It was because I tried to melt the circuit board wiring wire. What a word. So to make the whole workflow a little less confusing and more comfortable, I downloaded from printables.com a nice little tool which seems nice and handy, but only time will tell if it's good to work with. So I printed out two color variations, black and orange, because sometimes you need another soldering material for different usage. And I think it's nice to mix those two colors, killing the boredomness a little bit. Downloaded files are pretty easy to work with. There's one STL file which contains all the parts, but there are individual parts as well in the zip file. The only thing you have to pay attention to is that the clip has to have a brim around, because it tends to break loose from the plate because it has a very small area to stick on the plate. After removing the parts from the plate, the assembling is pretty easy. As you can see, I mixed the black and the orange parts. The third thing I do is to loop parts where the gears are going to with a little bit of WD-40. And I place the big one on the top and the small gear, the spiky one, on the other side. Then it is time to place the cover onto the gears and fixate them with the clip. Just a little rolling test and we are ready to move on and put some solder on the spools. There is a small hole on the big spool. Just put the tip of the wire into that hole and begin to spool up the spools. To add more stability, I have to shuffle the nut over the spool holder. Adding the spool with the soldering wire is really easy going. Simply thread the wire all the way up to the tip. To hold the spool in place, just put that little clip on that small gap on the cylinder on top of the spool, on the spool holder. And there we go. It works like a charm. Thanks for watching my video and sticking with me until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, and if you have some ideas or something to say, please leave a comment, leave a like. It would be really nice. Or if you struggle with some own ideas or with the same problem I have right now, that you struggle with unfinished project and so on, tell me. I really love to read about them. And all I can say, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.